We're all looking for that edge, right? Better health, more energy, a clearer mind. We try everything: diets, supplements, crazy workout routines. But what if the next big leap isn't about adding something to our bodies at all? What if it's about the signals we're sending them? Just think about that for a second. What if the real key to unlocking our potential isn't in a pill, but in sending the right information straight to our nervous system? That's the huge idea we're digging into today, a massive shift from a model of consumption to one of communication. And this lays it out perfectly. On one side, you've got what we all know, the consumption model: pills, supplements, things your body has to absorb chemically. It's all about adding something from the outside in. But on the other side, you've got this communication model. It uses signals, information, to talk directly with your neurology. The goal here isn't to add anything, it's to optimize what your body can already do. Okay, so how in the world does this communication actually happen? Well, the core idea is something they call a neurological factory reset. Let's break down exactly how this is claimed to work. The best way to think about it is like a QR code for your nervous system. It's a brilliant analogy, really. Each patch has this unique pattern of tiny ridges on it. When you put it on your skin, those patterns are designed to interact with your nerve cells, sending a very specific signal. And here's the kicker: without any drugs or chemicals ever crossing into your body. And the whole point of that signal is to kick off this neurological factory reset. The key idea isn't to introduce something new, it's about sending a message that helps recalibrate a system, like your body's focus or sleep programs, back to the way they were originally designed to work. It's like hitting reboot. The process itself is described as incredibly straightforward. Step 1, you put on the patch. Step 2, that unique pattern talks to your nerves. Step 3, a specific signal gets sent to your brain. And Step 4, that signal helps optimize a certain function. It's all just a clean, non-invasive loop of information. All right, so that's the theory. Now let's get into the practical stuff. How is this concept actually applied in the real world? We're going to start with two of the most basic physical challenges we all face: balance and pain. Now this is fascinating. The entire argument for their Liberty Patch hinges on this idea that our balance is the single best predictor of how long and how well we're going to live. It's not just about not falling down, it's a fundamental sign of our overall vitality. And here's the number that's supposed to back that up. According to the company's studies, users saw an average instant improvement in their balance and stability of 31%. That's a huge claimed impact on what they call a key biomarker for longevity. This really clarifies the difference in approach. A cane or a walker, that's external support, right? It helps you compensate, but it doesn't fix the underlying problem. The claim with the Liberty Patch is that it works to improve your body's own internal ability, its own alignment, which they say helps reduce the physical wear and tear on our bodies over time. So let's take that same principle of communication and shift gears from balance over to pain. The Freedom Patch is pitched as a completely drug-free way to manage the sensation of pain, just by talking to the body's own signaling network. And the numbers from their study are pretty bold, focusing on 3 key things. First up is speed. Get this, more than 80% of users reportedly felt relief in less than 20 minutes. The second thing is, how well did it work? Well, the average reduction in pain was a reported 72%. In their study, that was enough to take people from a medium pain level all the way down to mild, or in some cases, no pain at all. And the third metric is duration. That relief is said to last for a full 24 hours from just one patch. That's a pretty stark contrast to popping pills every 4 to 6 hours, isn't it? So beyond these fundamental physical issues, the technology also claims to tackle problems that are uniquely modern, things that are a direct result of the crazy world we live in now, like constant digital distraction and chronic stress. I mean, who doesn't feel this? This framing is just so powerful. The idea is that jumping between apps on our phones creates this switch cost effect that has literally rewired our brains to be unfocused. It's like our ability to concentrate has been stolen by algorithms. And so the proposed solution is another one of these neurological factory resets. The Focus Patch claims it can bring those fried attention networks back online in under 20 minutes, restoring that crucial skill of just being able to deliberately focus on one thing. Okay, let's talk about stress. We all have it. The peace patch is designed to calm that fight or flight response. In a company study, it reportedly led to a 33% reduction in how much stress users actually felt. And that's a big deal, especially when you hear how the company's CEO thinks about stress. Wow. I mean, this is a startling claim used to show just how critical managing stress really is. The company states that 90% of adults who develop diabetes have had a major traumatic emotional event in their life just before. This completely reframes stress as not just a mental thing, but a serious physical threat. So, to deal with such a complex problem, the company suggests stacking patches. This is what they call the mental wellness trifecta. You've got the peace patch to reduce those stress triggers, the joy patch to help enhance your mood, and the kick it patch to give you the willpower to break those bad habits that we often fall into when we're stressed. It's a whole strategy for managing your internal state. So, as we start to wrap this up, let's circle back to that central idea. What this technology really represents is a potential shift in how we think about wellness, moving away from a model that's all about what we consume. So, to quickly recap the main points, we've looked at a drug-free technology that claims to use patterned signals to create a neurological factory reset. The whole goal is to restore the body's own natural systems, and in doing so, it really does shift our idea of wellness from an act of consumption to an act of communication. And that really leaves us with this one big, final question that sums up this entire concept. Could the future of wellness lie not in what we put into our bodies, but in the information we give them? It's definitely something to think about.